Hey, I'm Kevin, and I know what you're thinking. Where's Jeremiah? Well, we got a video last night, and we're gonna show you guys. Just be aware, this may disturb some of you. Where's the air fryer?
I don't know what air fryer is.
Where's the aquafish?
Kevin, just give him the air fryer.
Now, I know Jeremiah would want me to keep the show going, so we're gonna go ahead and craft some of your favorite foods from your favorite video games. Today we're making some Sugarbombed carrots and some baked Bloatfly. Our first recipe for tonight is some baked Bloatfly. You can find these Bloatflies everywhere in the Wasteland. So if you're in a pinch and you need some protein, this is what you're gonna do. Take your graza, drop a little in our pan here. It says 2 tablespoons, yeah, that's close enough. Then we're gonna go ahead and take 1 medium onion and 1 bell pepper and just drop it in. Next, we have our assorted mushrooms here. We got some shiitake, we got some portobello, we got some button mushrooms, and those are gonna go in the pan with these. And we're just gonna let these all mingle together for about 10 minutes. Let everything cook down, soften up. And then we're gonna add some spices in there. All right, so it's been about 10 minutes. Our vegetables are nice and cooked down. It smells delicious. We're gonna go ahead and add in some seasonings. First things first, we're gonna start with some cilantro, some sage. Calls for tarragon, we can't find any, so we're gonna go ahead and use some oregano instead. And then to finish it off, some basil. We're gonna give this a nice mix. We're gonna cook for about 5 more minutes. It's a little party in the pan, you know what I'm saying? A little party pan. All right, after 5 minutes, we're gonna go ahead and take our 200-year-old blender and we're gonna go ahead and chop up some nuts. And we're gonna mix everything together, get some chickpeas in there, some panko breadcrumbs, some quinoa, and it's gonna turn into this delicious mixture that we're gonna then add our sauteed vegetables, seasoned sauteed vegetables into this big bowl right here. So first things first, we're gonna go ahead and take our walnuts and cashews. We all know how this went last time. We're not putting as much in, so it should be good. And we're just gonna give it a pulse. We don't wanna over-process it. We just wanna get it down to a more reasonable consistency. And I'm gonna say that's good. And that worked much better than our Oreo filling. And these are just gonna go in our large bowl. We're gonna put that back on there, and then we're gonna take a 15-ounce can of chickpeas, or garbanzo beans, and we drain this can out. We're gonna dump these in, and just real quick, we're gonna go ahead and that's all we're gonna do with those, just so they're broken down a little bit. And then they're also gonna go in the bowl. Get it up. There. Now that we got our nuts chopped and our chickpeas in there, we're gonna go ahead and take some panko breadcrumbs, drop those guys in there, as well as a cup of cooked quinoa. Once those are in there, we're gonna take our spoon and just mix these up until it's well combined. All right, once we have that combined, we're gonna go ahead and take our veggies. Just make sure there's no leftover liquids. We're pretty good, we're pretty dry over here. And we're gonna go ahead and take this and bring it right in here with our quinoa, panko, chopped nuts, and our chickpeas. And we're gonna take a little bit of Worcestershire sauce, wash your sister with it if you want. Dump that in, as well as some ketchup. Oh gosh. Make sure you get all that ketchup in there. And then just mix all that together real nice. Once you get it about halfway mixed, we're gonna go ahead and add in some salt and pepper. And then continue folding everything together. Now that we got our Bloatfly ready to go, we're gonna go ahead and put some parchment paper in this loaf pan. And that's good for now. We can cut off any excess once we're done. But it's also gonna help you pull it out afterwards, because it's gonna bake more than once. We're gonna go ahead and bake it, and then we're gonna slice it and then bake it again so it holds its shape nice. So we're gonna go ahead and take our mixture and just drop it right on in. Boom, just like that. And then we're gonna go ahead and just press this down nice and tight so it stays nice and formed together when we bake it. And then boom, once you get it to about there, we're gonna go ahead and take some of our fresh Nuka-Cola BBQ sauce, and we're gonna go ahead and just healthily cover the top, and that's gonna form a nice crunchy layer of Nuka-Cola BBQ sauce. Just make sure every little bit of that top part is covered. And once you got your Nuka-Cola BBQ sauce in there, we got our mini Nuke over here, so we're gonna go ahead and let this bake for about an hour. So I just got word from one of our guys inside that they're gonna let Jay loose. I don't know when that's gonna happen, but hopefully they can get him out of there alive.
Just give him the air fryer.
But for now, our next recipe is gonna be some Sugarbombed carrots. These delicious sugary carrots are the perfect side for our baked Bloatfly. So first thing, you gotta take your carrots, peel them, slice them up, boil them for about 40 minutes so they're nice and soft. I did that off camera because you guys don't need to see that. And what we're gonna go ahead and do is take a 1/4 cup of sugar, and we're gonna take 1 teaspoon of salt, tablespoon of maple syrup, and we have 4 tablespoons of butter here. We're gonna go ahead and put about 2 in for now, save the rest for after. Then we're gonna go ahead and mash all these carrots up. Before we make our chunky, crunchy, crumbly filling, we're gonna go ahead and throw some coconut milk in here and mix it up in there. And just give that in there. Give it a nice mix, combine it in there nicely. Wow, these carrots smell delicious already. And now we're gonna quickly make our crumble topping. We gotta have our 200-year-old blender out one more time. This time it's gonna work really well because there's not a lot of ingredients. And we're gonna toss in a 1/4 cup of brown sugar. We're gonna toss in a 2/3 cup of Sugarbombs, another teaspoon of salt, some candied ginger. If you wanna know how to make it, let me know. And our walnuts. And we're gonna give this a quick pulse before we put our butter in. And that's all you really need. We're gonna drop 2 more tablespoons of butter in there. And then again, pulse it up. All right, now what you're gonna do is come in and you're gonna just flatten this out. Once you have it flattened, set that aside and take your crumble topping and just spread it nice over the top of your carrots there. And just spread it out evenly over the top there. All right, now our baked Bloatfly is just finishing up. We're gonna go ahead and pull that out, and then we're gonna take our carrots, drop the temp to about 350, let those cook for a ½ hour while we prep our Bloatfly. Boom. All right, so we got our baked Bloatfly ready to go here. We're gonna gently take this out of the tray, transfer it to the cutting board here, and then carefully remove it because at this stage it's still pretty fragile. We are gonna bake it again. And then go ahead and grab this and get it out of your way. So now we're gonna go ahead and gently slice this into 1/2-inch slices, put it on a baking tray, and then we're gonna toss it in with our carrots for another 15 minutes or so. And then once you have it sliced up just like that, we're gonna go ahead and take each piece carefully and just stick them on our sheet here. And then these are gonna go ahead in the oven for another 15 minutes. It does look really gross. I mean, when you really think about it, it is a fly that we're eating, which is gross. But again, in the Wasteland, food supply is very limited. So you gotta really do with, you know, what you can. We have these laid out. We're gonna go ahead and throw them in with our carrots. Oh man, another episode. We got some baked bloatfly and some Sugarbombed carrots, and we got some really good news. Jeremiah just escaped. Check out this last known clip. So hopefully he gets out of there safely and we'll catch him in the next episode. But for now, we gotta try out some of our baked bloatfly and some of our Sugarbombed carrots. I'm gonna go ahead and start with some carrots. I was expecting it to be like really, really sweet, but the butter and the salt that's in there and everything's just mixing together real nice. And we broiled it for a little bit too, so it's got a nice crunch to it. That is so, so good. Now for some baked bloatfly. It looks just as gross as it sounds, but we're gonna dive right in. So it tastes good, but the texture, you can just taste the fly in it, and it's just, I don't know about that, but it tastes good. The Nuka barbecue sauce is definitely covering up some of it. So if you're gonna make this, make sure you have a bunch of Nuka sauce to throw right on top. So that's it for episode 6. Jay will be back next week. We love you guys. Thanks for watching, and hit that subscribe button. Like, I'm hungry still.